Hi Steve, watching stars? I will watch the stars with you. Damn she thick. Maybe the sound of an Enderman teleporting. Is there ass clapping? What is the strangest compliment you've ever received? I was told that I have nice legs by some random guy that didn't have legs at Walmart once. What did you say? They are not for sale. What the weirdest place you have masturbated? When I was 19 I was suicidal. I went to go lay down on the train tracks and get run over. I got bored waiting for a train so I decided to rub one out while laying on the tracks. Post-nut clarity helped me get off the tracks and get the help I needed. Weirdest place for me was near some railway line watching some dude lying in the tracks beating off. It was like a race of who was going to come first, him, me or the train. Things you can say both during Shreks and during a funeral. I thought he'd last longer. Falling in love hits different when you know they're a paid actor sent by the CIA to distract you from dedicating your life to dismantling the government. So you're saying the reason I don't have a girlfriend yet is because I'm not a big enough threat yet? Okay, a stupid question perhaps, but what do bras do? I'm a guy and don't understand the purpose. Is it to keep some parts of your boobs warm? They support them so they don't bounce around everywhere and get uncomfortable. They should make such things for balls too then. Well, if they also hide the nipple too, I need to hide the nipples on my balls. You have $10 million, but you can only buy things that start with the first letter your name. What do you buy, Andrew? A new house, a new truck, a lot of stuff, just a lot of it. What was the creepiest thing someone said on the first date? Mid-date he placed his hand on my stomach and said my son will grow here. Duck that. No, don't duck that. What is the most hilarious yo mama joke you ever heard? Yo mama is so ugly, her portraits hang themselves. For 10 seconds, stop what you're doing and just listen. What do you hear? Thanks for this. Turns out the hostage was screaming again. Opinion is like a dick, it's okay to have one, but don't force it down people's throat. And girls don't have them. If someone offered you a box with everything you've ever lost, what's the first thing you're looking for? Foreskin. The end I aspire to have. Police have arrested a Minnesota man who checked his sick wife out of a nursing home to throw her a death party. Her final hours included meth, listening to metal and having Shreks, authorities said. Looks like he's single now. You might still have a chance. Police have tweeted that large bags of cocaine are washing up on the beaches of Sydney and have asked the public not to touch them. Merry Christmas. And who said Australia can't have a white Christmas? Misreaders, milking your dog is gross, but that's also true I guess. Dog milk is very underrated. That's not milk. If you could change one thing about Shreks, what would it be and why? Unlimited cum. Why? Dude just solved world hunger and you're asking why. How big is too big? 55 inches. Yep, you read that right. My limit is 55 inches. I found out the hard way one night when it just wouldn't fit in. I pushed as hard as I could, but it was so thick it wouldn't go in properly. I had to take the TV out of the box so it would fit in my car. I didn't measure my back seat, but luckily I managed to get it home. My lips forgot what a kiss feels like. My arms forgot what a hug felt like. My heart forgot how love feels like. My dick forgot what a can of baked beans feels like. Just for a little treat, the genie looking at me after my first wish is to give all blind people eyesight for 30 seconds. Whenever someone commits a crime, their skin tone turns slightly darker. Jesus died for your sins, least you can do is bust one out for him. Who allowed you to have a keyboard? Everything we say at funerals should be said at birthday parties instead. We leave so much love unspoken. Happy birthday. Thanks. You will be greatly missed. What? My mom when I didn't clean my room. Do you know the actual video? Yes I do. You are a dick. I'm not one. But I have one. I had one until the accident. I wish clown girls were an actual race of people. Their entire skin is white. The clown nose is natural. Their nipples and pussy lips, aka classy, have alternate colors, sometimes the same as the lips. Their skin probably tastes funny. Imagine the taste of their breast milk. Grabbing their breasts or ass causes a honk noise. Want to playfully grope clown wife's butt in public? Loud ass honk is heard echoing from her. Everyone turns to you too, knowing full well what is going on. She embarrassingly honks her nose, trying to play it off. What the duck did I read? Living on city sewer. Chocolate smoothie for the whole neighborhood. This is the biggest I've ever seen in real life. She is really specific with her Subway sandwiches. Leonardo DiCaprio and his girlfriend celebrating her 25th birthday. Leo DiCaprio going to a kindergarten bee. Like, I'm tired of short flings. I'm looking for a more long-term relationship. Ruin a deer hunt in 4 words. I'm gonna duck it. I think this moment awoken something inside me when I first saw it. I think my girlfriend is pregnant. Me, 16, M, and my girlfriend, 16, F, are together almost 2 years. We did it few times in December, and when her period should start there's nothing. Not a single cramp. I know it could be hormones, but it's already a week late. I'm worried as duck. Remind me 9 months. I will be messaging you in 9 months on September 24th 2024, 14 hours, 5 minutes and 36 seconds UTC to remind you of this link. 6 others clicked this link to send a PM to also be reminded and to reduce spam. Parent commenter can delete this message to hide from others. Realization. What is the source of this? Has someone ever confessed something to you that utterly captivated or stunned you? U/83 Freebase has admitted to being the legal guardian to a person he lusts after, touches in their sleep, wants to be with them but can't, admits to having illegal and extreme fetishes, and asks on different subs for people's opinions on age of consent laws. To say I'm stunned is an understatement. Dude needs to be ducking locked up. What if I told her I have touched her and she continues to sleep by me without complaints? Isn't that a voluntary exchange that has nothing to do with you, providing you are not some type of fascist? Who the duck would think Helen Keller would win a twerk off against Martin Luther King Jr.? Helen Keller's all skin and bones like an Auschwitz survivor. She would rattle like a xylophone trying to go up and down. Don't want that. No sir. Martin Luther's got 2 giant scoops of ice cream that I'd slobber over any day. He's so goddamn juicy he generates his own gravity. Humans are like bananas. They taste better without the skin. I can fit 4 in my ass. 4 humans. Even more if they are cremated first. What a day to know how to read. Bing and Edge are being revamped with AI built in. They should just combine the names and call it edging. So he finds out his best friend became a girl and the first thing he does is duck him/her? That's a real homie right there. I know a drug deal when I see one. It'd be an innocent meeting between friends if they were polar bears, wouldn't it? Saw a massive tree limb break and fall and crush a woman to death. Did she survive? Edit. Well, that joke fell flat. Last Christmas, I busted my nut, but the very next day, I drank it away. What in the sweet home? My auntie, you don't have a girlfriend yet. Me, no. Auntie, my cousin. Took me a while to realize why our relatives would never bother me and my cousin at Christmas dinners. We were both single and spent most of our days with each other till we were 19. Didn't realize how many eyebrows we were raising. To be fair, we did like the same movies, video games, books, music, humor and Shrek's positions, so is it really that odd that we enjoyed spending time with each other? Commenter iconic line from a YouTuber without giving out the YouTuber's name. Let others guess it. I think someone hanging over there. Logan Paul. If you were to restart life from your 30s, you have £75,000. What's your plan? Head into the woods and ask people to join me. Username checks out. This reminds me of that one time I was ducking a girl and her dog died recently and she told me to bark midway through because she wanted to hear her dog one more time. World's largest gummy worm. My mom's got one of those, but I don't think it's a gummy worm. I've had one haircut in America and the Dominican barber just asked me if I was illegal, what it's like getting your haircut in Logan Square, and what are your pronouns. Nicknames are so funny to me because girls will be called Tay because their name is Taylor and boys will be called Haircut because their barber did them dirty 6 years ago. I know a guy whose nickname is Simba because his uncle killed his father. Imagine being so horny that you think married people have Shreks. I will point out that, as a married woman, I'm having Shreks more regularly than I did when I was single. Does your husband know? Great, now I want to duck a spider. Go to Australia. The spiders are big enough to duck. I thanks my dude. Except for the fact that it's spiders who does the ducking. Exactly. What's the difference between depression and your ex? Depression ducks you harder. I didn't beat depression. Headcanon. Bowser is slightly a chubby chaser. I just assumed he still liked her because that's Peach, and he likes Peach. And Peach is finally close to his size. Finally the darn can fit. It costs you $0 to not say that. Not my proudest fap. What comes after Shreks? Abortion charges. My wife is super upset at our neighbor, who happens to enjoy suntanning in her backyard naked. Personally though, I'm on the fence. Stop beating around the bush. Can we talk about Mr. Beast's silence regarding the war Gaza and how it exposes him as a total fraud? He could single-handedly finance various groups in Gaza to fight for freedom and help people, but refuses to do so. He hasn't even talked about it yet. Last terrorist to take his hand off the ballistic missile gets $1 million. Why is he holding his right arm up like that? Describe your Shrek's life using only FNF song titles. Dead or alive? What is the best way to forget about porn? As most psychologists will tell you, the best way to quit porn is to replace porn with something else. Find a different stress reliever. It's impossible to quit porn if you don't find a substitute. I tried gaming and now addicted porn and gaming. A true dickhead. Playing video game. Start thinking about how I'm circumcised. Can't play game because I'm too angry. How do I cope with this? Steal someone else's foreskin and wear it like a shirt around PP. Line believe. Over in lovers. End in friend. If in life. And possible in impossible. There is fun in funeral. There's raven grave. Eat in death. Is it one of those games where you can use your controller with one hand? No, controller in the butt. Get the vibes while your hands are free for Doritos and choking the chicken. This is peak degeneracy. I fear for you that you could even imagine this. Imagine? I'm calling the police. Anybody know the zoo? Zoo? What country this zoo in? Anybody know how much a giraffe weigh? Anybody know where it's legal to own a giraffe? Where does zoo at? Porn stars of Reddit. What is your relationship with your family like? Well documented. Nice tit, but not a great tit. Christmas tip. Wrap empty boxes and put them under the tree. Every time your child acts up, throw one in the fireplace. Throw a child in the fireplace. Is it not true that if you kill Santa you become Santa? Man, I've killed like 5 already and nothing, but whatever. Mall Santas don't count. Dang it. When people lived in one-room houses, did they just have Shreks in front of their families/children? Russian immigrant comedian Yakov Smirnov tells a joke about his parents making him look out the window while they had Shreks. He says one time he knew the neighbors were having Shreks at the same time because when he was looking out of his window he saw the neighbor children looking out their window back at him. How deep are you meant to go in the hole when wiping your ass? Second knuckle. Dying by heart attack while masturbating has to be one of the most embarrassing ways to go out. Have you ever heard the legendary tale of the guy who almost drowned in human shit? Couldn't be me. I'm eating my way out to there. How do I delete my brain? Is Canada that bad? They offered a veteran who asked for help with his PTSD to be euthanized. What the duck? The absolute worst way to recreate a family photo. A family that comes together, sticks together. Ah yes, the legendary battle between Darth Diabetes and Obi-Wan Chromosome. Have you tried getting a job, friends? I got runners in every city bro, don't be wasting my time. I got a real sloppy job from your mum and her boyfriend last night if that counts. Oh yeah, you kissed my mom? How did my cum taste? You can tell he saw that exact comment. Hey LeBron. Who would win a twerk off, but naked and covered in oil? Helen Keller or Martin Luther King Jr.? My cousin's hamster died while mating. I remember it so clearly because we were watching them bang, then all of a sudden the hamster just fell down on its back lifeless. Bro came and also left. Double standards in almost everything. Yes. My friend posted a picture of her toddler sleeping and everyone thought it was precious and adorable. I do the exact same thing, and I'm creepy and trespassing. I didn't even go into his room. I took the picture from outside his window. A penis cannot exceed 12 inches long. Because if it did it would be a foot. My penis is only 6 inches. But it smells like a foot. You need to be exterminated. Need to see what happened. He died. There was a news article about it. What really linked to the article? No. I made it the duck up. I think my sister is a Snapchat whore. She was sitting in front of me in the car and messages guys on Snap. After some cringy flirting to a kid in her class, she then sent this to him. Or, the guy responded. And she said, well then I have a surprise for you when I get home. Is my sister getting more dates than I'm what? Let me get her Snap request. She's 13. Would you spin this wheel if landing on red means you get shot in the head? If I close my eyes before the wheel stops spinning, either I get a pleasant surprise or I'll never know I lost. Pleasant surprise or money. Thoughts and prayers. My favorite quote of all time is from Jim Cornette. Sending your hopes/thoughts and prayers is like masturbating. It feels good for the person doing it, but does nothing for the person who you're thinking about. Why did you decide to become an escort? And if you could go back, would you make the same decision? I got into porn work several years ago. I actually make a decent amount of money. I own some property I rent out, and I've even got my own gym. Well, I sold the gym. But I'm involved in a few businesses. Truthfully, I actually quite enjoy escorting. Of course the money is good too. The end goal is to retire relatively young and enjoy myself. How do you morally justify being a landlord? She's already noted that she loves ducking people. Make her pussy wet, not her eyes. Make his dick hard, not his life. Break her bed, not her heart. Play with her boobs, not her feelings. Get on his dick, not his nerves. Always salt your pasta while boiling it. Fat studies academic Dr. Cat pauses work ridiculed online days before her death. Not all fat people die early, skinny ones die too. Yeah, but I'll fit in my coffin. Americans. Europeans making fun of them. Tell them they can drone strike a poor country farmer. Always cheers them up. Taste the TV. Japan invents lickable screen to imitate food flavors. Porn is about to get a lot more interesting. But then you run the risk of keeping your tongue on too long and tasting balls. I'm cosplaying a bunny, hee hee. Please be a guy. I wasn't going to tell this story, but here I am. As a kid I would eat a whole bag of Doritos without swallowing, and then I'd spit out the pulverized chip dust and saliva mixture and roll it into a ball with my hands, and then let it harden a bit in my desk at school between first and second break, and then eat it again during lunch, when the outside was a bit crunchy again, but the inside was still moist and the consistency of a chocolate truffle. I upvoted the post, but you have been downvoted in God's eyes. You're extra wet tonight, huh? Turns on the lights. What's more impressive when it's done naked? Attending a sexual harassment seminar. I knew joining the military could have meant having to learn a new language. I just didn't think it would be Braille. He sure didn't see that coming. You guys are cringe Naya. People that use baka, Nico, and nanny in normal sentences. Actual weebs. I still use Omi wa Mao Shindaru when I point a gun at my classmates. What is your least favorite part of the Shreks? Giving her the $400. I don't know. In all of the Elastigirl porn I've seen, she shaves / waxed down there, so do you think she takes her head down below or brings it up to her face to get that close shave? It would have cost nothing to not type this. Nice cock bro, but mine's better. Prove it. Unzip. Squints. Puts your glasses on your face. I need thicker lenses bro, I still can't see. You lost me at the last part, man biting what the duck. Or, shame really. I enjoy cannibalism. Same. Necrophiliacs when the zombie apocalypse happens. Necrophiliacs when the zombies aren't horny and are eating him and his family alive. $17 sad ass pizza my friend ordered. You know how people say pizza is like Shrek's, even when it's bad, it's good. This is pizza is like a drunken one night stand with someone you don't even like. You have your eyes closed and you are just trying to finish when she has explosive diarrhea. Then when you are sink washing shit off your crotch, you notice that there's a framed picture of Hitler in her bathroom. That's what this pizza is like. Your Honor, I only covered my D in peanut butter. It is the blind man's fault for mistaking it for a popsicle. Your Honor, I only covered my ass in honey. It's the homeless man's fault for mistaking it for a microwaved honey bun. You wake up in the year 3020 after being cryogenically preserved. What is the first thing you do? Boot up a porn simulation and let rip 1000 years of built up sperm. That jizz will fly so hard it will pressure wash the logo off the NASA shuttle. Is it possible for animal to be attracted to a human? Basically in reverse bestiality type of way. I hope so, or what I did to that dog was rape. Me during my French exam wondering what is the gender of a washing machine. Female. Obviously. Not recommended. I cannot believe that the creators of Hogwarts Legacy and J.K. Rowling would do something so controversial. It is entirely unacceptable in 2023 to have these views, and they deserve all the hate they get. I will be refunding this game and boycotting it to spread awareness. It is inhumane and downright demeaning that they make you play as a British person. Paul Nash 6944. Me, looks at my crush. My brain, you have beautiful eyes. Me, your eyes are the same color as your lips. Crush, visibly cringing. I'm sorry, what? Me, I'm therefore leaving immediately for Nepal, where I intend to live as a goat.